It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to #1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, ball at the 36. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He's on the move, and he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's got a lane up past the 30. So now we're going to look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
One thing you can always trust about Carr is to give you a lot of games and a whole lot of numbers as a starter each and every season. He's just got a lightning-quick release. I love watching him throw a football, but he's not gotten a lot of chances at postseason moments. And time is not on his side.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 34. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Carr with it on first. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And off to Chubb to start the drive. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Saints will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Kamara's got it. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Taken in by Hill, right side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion. into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Browns are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Oh, you love to see it, Brock. One of the big guys stealing an interception and then running with it for a while. Always a treat. Those are such fun plays.
Why do you love it? I love it. Everybody watching loves it. It's because those big guys don't get chances like this very often. They do so much of the dirty work, right? Right there at the line of scrimmage. And they'll get their hands up to knock balls down. But when the big old grizzly bear actually gets it in his hands and he gets to run, it is must-see TV.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hines. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Shaheed now to return. Returns looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints get it down to a single point. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Finding Judy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shove here on first down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Again, it's Chubb. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long. Winston looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Shaheed now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Carr here from the gun. Taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing his Carr. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 2nd and 5. He's got Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
3 yards on the pickup, and they're 3 away on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Pressure coming for Carr. And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Center return, Nyheim Hines. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Winston now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Chubb on the give, headed left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. The give inside to Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Winston to throw it. Complete over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. That's more on the quick slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They'll send him up the middle. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They give up the middle to Ford. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. One of the tight ends in motion left. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam past the 15. And they'll get him down at the 25-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing again, it's Carr. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. A tight end in motion now. Carr with it on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Carr. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
3rd and long for him here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They go play action with Carr. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he crosses midfield before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Denzel Ward makes the play. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Winston. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Man in motion, out of the slot. To the air, 3rd and long. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Off to the races, middle of the field. Here he goes again. And he's on the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Throwing is Winston. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw, here's Winston. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Slot man in motion right. Carr here from the gun. taken in by Shaheed. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Now Carr. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. For them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
What now?
Back to the air. Carr completes this one to Hill. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's got Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Working inside the red zone. This one's taken in by Hill. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Carr throwing on third. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pressure coming for Carr. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints push their lead to 18. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Ford. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throw on 3rd down. Connection made to Judy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Here's Winston to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They motion the tight end over. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Saints are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas. Grenadiers, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Carr with it on 1st. Got his target, it's Hill. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down.
What down?
On the shotgun, Carr. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Throwing again, it's Carr. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Carr setting to throw. On target to Valdez-Scantling. He's got to gain a 6 there. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Oh, it puts him, and they pick him off again! Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Ford. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That's complete, David Njoku. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Winston. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Winston looking to throw. That'll be complete to Ford. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Pistol snap to Carr. He finds Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Carr here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
The give on second to Kamara. And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completes this one to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They stay on the ground with Kamara, and they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
One down. That's up. That's up.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This throw is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Saints keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Hines. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Winston. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hits his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Winston. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Counter give to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Carr. He's got Shaheed. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Now a run with Kamara. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Another run for Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Carr throwing on 3rd. Got his target. It's Hill. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Winston to the air. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll throw it again. That's Tillman. He's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Into traffic, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Throwing it again here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes, knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Winston to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. Colsenadivo's got it. And the Saints come up with a turnover and hold strong on 4th down. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Kamara running out of the gun. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And it was their disruptive brand of football that paved the way for this victory. 4 turnovers in a game. That is going to be tough for any team to overcome. And that's exactly why they're the ones celebrating this win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.